So today I'm cold, and we're gonna set up a tent down here, and this would be, I'm gonna make some signs for down here. This would be site number 3 that I've made. This was where I did my blizzard camping video. As you can see, there's no snow now. It's in the low 30s today, and I did like this site because of these pine trees, so I'm gonna do it for this video as well. Like I said, up there's the, house is up that way and everything, and road runs along there. And I think the next time I go to do a camping video, I'll be able to go back in the woods, because rifle season should be over. So, but yeah, I do enjoy doing these little campouts here. I guess it's better than not going in the, or even camping in the first place. So, yep, finally I'll be able to come out of here, but yeah, I like the pine trees. But the video we got going today, and I might kick myself in the butt for reviewing it on this day when it's so cold, but I wanted to camp and I want to see what it could do. So Conneautville Outdoors, CRUA, they sent me a whole combo to try out. So we're going to try it out and give you guys a nice camp out, cooking and stuff. I'm not sure what I'm going to cook yet, but there's the Conneautville cocoon. See, it's a big bag. It's pretty much an insulated dome type tent. And another part of it is they sent me this air pump. So with this air pump, you blow up the tent, and there's 2 beams that come across, and that's what gets blown up. So we got that part done, right? We got our inside insulated tent and the pump. And also, this is what makes it the Conneautville combo that they sent me, because you get that dome and you get this the outside. So this is the Conneautville Duo, and this is the Conneautville Duo combo because it comes with that. But this is an outer shell tent, or just a tent that you'd use, like, if it wasn't freezing outside. So it's just, for this combo at least, it's just an outer shell to protect that, because it's not waterproof. So this is a waterproof tent. You put the dome inside the cocoon. You put that inside of this once this is up. And this actually comes with, stakes and stuff. That goes inside, and then you pump it up, and it makes a little, just like a little cozy insulated part on the inside you can sleep in. So they sent me that. And they also sent me a mummy bag right here. So we're going to try out the mummy bag. And got a self-inflating mat. So I've never had one of these little sleeping pads. I've never had one. So we're going to try it out. I've had the mattresses, but this is a, a lightweight sleeping pad. So pretty much what I'm going to do is, that goes in last. Also the cocoon goes in last. So all that can sit over here. And hopefully you guys can hear Tom echoing through the valley. But I'm going to go ahead and set up the outer shell. Now this is just a simple tent setup, right? It's just like setting up a tent with the cross beams and stakes. So I'm going to set up the outer shell, the Duo, and I'm going to set it up here somehow. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but we're going to set it in here. And once this is set up, I'll film the part of me putting in the other part. So like I said, this is just the boring part of setting up a tent. But I'll show you guys when I put inside the cocoon. So let me get this set up. I've never set it up, so it might take me a bit, but I'll figure it out. Okay guys, so this thing's really nice. It's like a turtle, honestly. From the front here, it comes back, and it's elongated. I'll have to show you. But I set it up. You're seeing the front of it, the front door, and this is actually like an awning that comes out, so you can like set your boots out here, and then go in the tent. So yeah, let's open this up. It's set up really nice. It was just like a normal tent, 2 cross beams. And in the front here, there's a nice beam that comes across to hold this out. So, I do like this. Yeah, there's a front door here. So we're going to open this for now because I got to go in and out of here. But if you see, got a nice entrance. So let me open this, roll this up. It's not going to be the most professional roll, but There's got to be a toggle. Okay. Goes through there. But, like I said, not the most professional roll, but as you can see, there's an inside here. Let me turn the screen. So you can see, there's a nice inside here where it's covered from the elements, but it's also nice and open. I'm going to go ahead and open this inside door, so that's the door to go inside of the actual tent. I'm going to open that up, take this bag in, which has the cocoon, and we're going to inflate it inside the tent. So let's get in there and inflate it. Okay guys, so I got to open. I was going to film this a couple of times and cars keep going by, so can't wait to get back in the woods. But I do have to respect them out there. I can't just go out when they're hunting, because it's already permission to go out there. And the Amish, they're out there in anything. But as you can see, there's the inside. Open up the door, you can see on the inside. I tried toggling these, but there's two loops. There's no toggle to toggle it. So I don't know, that's kind of weird. But pretty much there's this layer, and then you have a screen layer there. You can see that? So it's like a screen door. But this is going to be hard to film this, guys. It really is. It's a simple idea of how this goes in. Set this inside. It lays flat. And the front of it's here. So there's you put the air nozzle on. And then you just pump it, and it inflates on the inside of the tent. So I'm going to try to show this the best I can. It might take me a second. There's instructions with all this, by the way. I haven't looked at any. It's all been simple enough so far. So, see, this is like a big sleeping bag looking thing. It's not down feathers. I think it's like a polyester that's inside of the walls to keep it insulated. So we're going to set that on the inside of the door in there. And I'm going to untie it and see where the front of it is. So, it comes with two nice clips on it here. Try that. Comes with two little clips that goes around. And later, I'll be cooking on a little fast fold stove. So that's what I'll be cooking on. It's a little fast fold with some branches and stuff that I find. So, oh wow, this thing's actually decently thick, like really thick. So let me show you real quick. You can see it's sitting here. What I'm going to do is put it on the ground inside of there. It should fit nice and snug, and I'll have the front pointed towards here. And whenever I get ready to pump it up, I'll get back to you guys. So I'm going to crawl in here, get it all situated, and I'll pump up. Okay guys, so I'm under the dome here. You guys are too. There's a valve here on this side. I've got the front facing towards here, and there's one over here. But here's the pump. It has a 7 psi regulator. That's what goes inside of this thing. So let me stick this under my foot, and just gonna pump it up. Might be an unpleasant sound, but as you can see, it's starting to lift in here. So let me move out of the way a bit. So that's pretty cool. And this beam is on the other side over there. So what I'm going to do is keep swapping back and forth to different frames. And I want to get an even. I know it has the regular, but I want to make sure I'm doing this even. But if you look here, there's Velcro that covers. There's a valve. It's a two-way valve. So if you screw in the first part of it here, this one here, if you screw that in, that's what you're going to blow the air through. And then you can unscrew it whenever it needs deflated. And that just leaves it way open. So there's that. And put this pump onto this side now. I want to make sure it's all standing before I put too much pressure on it. Okay. There's that side. Let's start blowing that up. Oh. Wasn't screwed in. I gotta put this back on. I didn't put it on tight enough. Like I said, it takes some time for me to get used to tents. And this is the first one, because I have seen things before where, you know, they had frames that blew up with air. But this is a different kind of idea because it's protected. They don't say to use this outside on its own. They say to use it in something like this. So, I think it's pretty cool. This thing should start standing soon here. I'm going to make sure it's not kinked or nothing here. And, we'll start standing this thing up. So it's starting to stand up. Oh, pump come out. You guys get the point. I'm going to continue blowing this up and moving it to a position where it's not kinked. So I'm going to go ahead and get this situated, and the rest of it blew up. But as you can see, it's kind of standing on its own already from the two frames. So, and inside there's a screen and then a nice insulated space. So I'm going to finish blowing it up, make sure it's nice and firm, and you guys will be sitting here and I'll be sitting inside of here. So I'll see you then. Okay guys, so you're under the awning of the tent out in the grass, and I'm inside of the cocoon in here. You can see a little bit like the ground here, but I'm gonna tell you guys, I am impressed with this thing. Doors were, you know, they, whenever I go in, they just kind of swing, and I tied them up a bit here, but when I went in this thing, I just instantly got hit with no sound, pitch black, and it was no wind obviously, and it was just this warm feeling in there, like, you know, since there's no wind, it was just like a solid warmth, and it instantly felt warm in here as soon as I went in this thing. So I'm gonna try to bring you guys in here, and I will say I thought it was gonna be smaller, but it's actually a decent size. So okay, let me try to show you guys. You can see there's the ground, there's the entrance, here's where I'm laying, and now keep in mind, this is in the middle of the day. You can see it's still trying to be dark in here with the door wide open. Just like that. There's the ceiling. Those gray support beams are what the air is in. And yeah, it's a full, all in all, like insulated. So yeah, I'm going to zip you guys in here with me for a second, and we're going to see how dark this place gets. Because I'm actually really amazed with this thing. Still, it's got to put up with a lot later. You know, it's going to get to like 25 later. So it's got to put up with a lot. So, and yeah, you guys are used to seeing heaters on this channel. There's no heaters in this. So I'm going to zip you guys in here and see if we have to turn on night vision. Okay guys, so you guys can see the door. It's a lot brighter on camera than it really is. But it is, like I said, middle of the day. It's pitch black in here. I could see the walls lighting a little bit. You guys, there's my gloves over top of the walls. But it is so comfy. Even without a floor mat, the actual tent quilt bottom here is really lofty. Here, let me turn infrared on. It's too dark in here. I'll have a light in here. I'll have to get out of my bag. So, okay. There, that's the only way I can really show you it in here. It's just so dark. The best way I can explain this place is neutral. It's a neutral area. There's no wind, and any body warmth you put off, you're going to keep it. And as far as breathing, I'm breathing comfortably, and that's the problem I have when I go to sleep while camping. When it's cold, is if it's cold and you're breathing, I can't sleep because it's just freezing, you know, freezing cold air going in your lungs. In this place, like I said, it's low 30s out. All heat that I'm putting off is staying in here, and it's neutral. There's no wind, and it's comfortable. So, and as you can see, there's just my leg lifted up all the way. It's actually a decent space in here. You could fit 2 people in here for sure. If you're a couple, it'd be comfortable. But, you know, I'd say this is mainly for 1 person for sure. So, only way I can really show you details is if with the infrared. Later I'll bring the light in here out of my bag, but you can see up there, it's there's vents, and in the back there's a vent too, that little window that goes to the outside through the other layer. So this thing is awesome. I have to have infrared on in the middle of the day, guys. You know, there's that. And yes, don't get me wrong, an area can be dark and noise canceling and be freezing, but it's not freezing. So, yeah. I'm going to get my self-inflating pad that they sent me and the mummy bag and put it in here. Okay, guys, so here's the front walking in. You got a canopy. There's the mummy bag, which we'll test out later, and also the self-inflating mat. Here's the outside. You see how long it is? It's real long. There's the wheeler. Bear checker. Hey, it's the same color. Would you look at that? But it's actually really long. And what it looks like to me is a turtle. It just resembles a turtle. But, yep. Now that the tent is set up and the mat and the bag is in there, we gotta get some branches. So, I'm gonna go find some branches. Gotta get some for my little fast fold stove, which I haven't used yet. It was sent to me when I had another tent. So we're gonna try it out, see how it goes. But whew, it's getting late and it's getting cold. So I think there's like another hour of light or something, or actually probably less than that. So yep, right in the nice time. Okay, guys, just cutting in real quick. If you hear me referring to making tea or getting wood or the rocket stove, I ended up cutting all of it out of the video. I probably will show the rocket stove for a second so you can see it, but other than that, none of it worked, and it was so cold out, because at first I grabbed the wrong wood, and it just smoked me out of the tent, and I couldn't use it to cook with, so I was going to go and get some wood later on after I made my food, and it was so cold that I didn't even bother, so, yep, but we definitely made some drinks and had food, so just thought I'd cut in and say that. Okay, guys, so see, I'm back in the cocoon here. There's the light. It's pretty much dark now, and stars are out. There's no moon or anything, so there's the door, the front door. I've got it zipped up, and I've got my flashlight hanging there, so we can have some light. You can see that's where I put the sticks and everything. So pretty much, it's going to, I got the scoop on it. It's going to be, it's either 22 or 24. It's 22 or 24 it was going to be tonight. So, and the wind outside. But what's marketed with this tent is shouldn't have to worry about the wind. So, we'll see. So, pretty much, going back in the cocoon here, I've got my bag. So we can, I'll pull stuff out and show you what I got in my bag here. Do a little showing of what all I brought. And when I went up to Tom and everything, I decided on just doing an MRE, but with the jet boiler, well, the rocket stove that I use wood for, I want to actually try chai tea for the first time, which I got fresh from a place I went. If you guys remember in a video where I went and got chamomile tea, it's the same place. So, first of all, I always love having music when I camp alone. And with friends, but alone, you gotta have a speaker. I don't know, there's just something to listen to, like old country. So, I always bring my speaker. This time I brought my big one. Set that over there. This is my Outdoor Vitals airy underquilt slash, you know, like a sleeping bag kind of thing. It's down. I use this thing all the time, so brought this just in case. So, we'll have some extra on top. Also, I told you guys I tried out the mummy bag, and I couldn't zip it up half the way. It's just not meant for someone as big as me. And at the same time, it's a mummy bag, so it's, you know, it's like slim for like a normal average sized person. So, but we'll see what happens. Here's my Hidden Woodsman Possibles pouch. This is all of my fire gear. I take it everywhere I go when I go camping. It's just got everything. If I can't start a fire with stuff out of this bag, I'm stupid. So, that's that bag. We have my little Hidden Woodsman reflector tarp there. I use that thing all the time. And you just use it to set stuff on, kneel on, sit on, whatever. We've got a tray for the MRE. Right there. Yeah, because those rocket stoves, they burn like fast and it takes a bit to boil. So I figured I'd use all the wood on boiling the chai because they say to boil it for quite a bit, so I figure I could do that. And yeah, just bring something new to a video. I haven't done the whole you guys hear those coyotes? Yeah, I'm getting... Oh, that's from that, okay. Here, let's try that. There we go, that's better. It's from the light. Yeah, those coyotes, though, I've already heard them, but... There's the MRE. It is menu 24, Southwest style beef and black beans. So that's what we're gonna have. And yeah, that's what we're gonna have for food. And like I said, I really want to boil that chai and try it out. This is the little folding stove that I brought to cook on. This is the One Tigris one. It's the fast fold. I'm gonna see how it goes. I'll show you guys when I set it up. It looks pretty cool. It's got like a little monster face on it, but this is what we're gonna cook our tea on, and this is the cup that I'm gonna cook it in. You can see these have seen some better days, but they're just great cups. Here's the chai. It's a bag of it. It smells real good. Real spicy. Chai tea. So you can see it's all ground up. That's what we're gonna be drinking. Put that over there. Here's my little tea ball. And yeah, that's it for inside. Actually, no. What's nice that I just realized I could do with the Hidden Woodsman bag, right here, inside of this bag, there is a sleeve that goes over a plastic backing, so it keeps a firm backing and it doesn't slouch. So this is like your backboard that goes against your back. And against this plastic piece in here, it's a decent firm plastic too. Against that, you can slide books down inside of it so they don't get damaged, right? So obviously it's probably not a good idea to put any book in here that's like this, you know, and go hiking with it. But as far as like what I do whenever I go on my little camps, you can see I got muskrat methods, muskrat trapping, that's original. But pretty much it just fits down against that plastic board under here, and then you have a firm backing and it can't bend or anything. So that's what I started doing with books. So put that back in the tent. I'll be reading that later. Hopefully I'm not up all night. We'll see what happens. Like I said, it's cold. I am cold right now. I am really cold right now. If you guys can really see breath. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Definitely see my breath here though. Now keep in mind this is on the outside part, right? Like the entrance of the tent. So also I get 2 bottles of water in here. So that's what we'll be using for that. So just because I'm always doing these like one video clip things, or I do tons of stuff in them, we might as well set up the little stove now. So as far as the stove, I'm probably going to want to open this door again, unzip it, just in case. Because what could happen would, you know, that's burning. And trust me, it burns a lot. It's a big flame. I don't know how this one will be, but big flame. Might suck it back to this cocoon. I don't want that. It might get trapped in there. So we're going to go ahead and I'll open the screen whenever I use the little boiler. And move that out of the way. And we're going to set up the mini stove. So see, it comes flat like this. It's a decent weight. It's probably 2 pounds, 3 pounds. And we're just going to set it up right now. So, oh, also, thanks Jack's grandma. You guys can see this shirt I have under my coat here. Jack's grandma sent me a couple of shirts and supplies, and I appreciate it. I just love these shirts. So, comes like that. And also, this was, if you guys seen my ultralight hot tent, it was the One Tigris, and then I had the stove in there. They sent me this when they sent me the tent without even telling me, so appreciate that. But there's the front. It's like a monster face. It's where you can feed in the wood. Wow, talk about a fail there. Whatever wood I grabbed, wasn't paying too much attention. It was the smokiest wood I've ever had. And it was definitely the wood that was doing it. It wasn't the resin, it was the wood. Because holy cow, it was smoking. since I had it over here outside, it was outside pretty much. It was outside and I had this open. But what happened was, since it was such a smoky wood, it started smoking and a draft took it right through here. There must be somewhere it could get out inside the tent here. It must be one of those vents it's drafting through. And it drafted in and started smoking me out. So what we're going to have to do is either I don't make any chai, or I'll just see if I can find any suitable wood for it. So what we're going to do though, we're going to start our MRE up because, holy cow. You guys would have laughed if you seen what I just went through. But okay. Got an MRE. Let's open her up. And I was gonna cook something fresh, or you know, some kind of other thing, but I've been wanting to do an MRE. This is the only one I have, and the reason this one wasn't done in MRE review is because I've already had this one on a video. So yeah, we're gonna try this out. So here's our little MRE pouch. Dang, I really want to try that chai. That was a bummer. Okay. Southwest, you can't really see, it's shining. Southwest beef and black beans. But I'm not going to explain too many things here because I know I could talk for 10 hours. Apple pieces and spice sauce. Here's our little accessories pouch here. It's like your salt and stuff. What is this? MRE trans fat-free marble pound cake. So I don't think I've had marble pound cake. I don't know if that was in that one that I had, but I don't recall having that. This is cheese spread. You know what you gotta look for when you find this cheese spread? Jalapeno cheese spread. That's really good stuff. Chipotle tortillas. Huh. Definitely haven't tried them. That's weird. What we got here? Mocha cappuccino instant powder. Whenever you got this like hourglass shape, that's when you put water in it, shake it up, and drink it out of here. Hey, maybe that'll be our drink. All depends what they put in this thing. Let's try it out. Maybe that's gonna be our drink. Although I really do want to try some chai. Beef snack. Guys, we got beef jerky. Yes. That's a score. I've been wanting some beef jerky and I didn't have any left. So that's a score. Here's our heating pouch. MREs, pretty much, if you don't know, they come with a heating pouch. Whenever you pour water in, it starts really, really heating up and boiling. Well, not necessarily boiling, but getting so hot and it just steams around the pouches and heats them up. So, and of course, a nice brown spoon. So we're gonna start making this. I'm gonna put the cheese. Let's see. We're gonna try to fit the apple pieces, cheese, and the beef and black beans in. But that might be pushing it. But we're gonna try. So just take the top of this off. It's always a pain. I do have a knife, but I don't feel like bringing it out. There we go. Didn't have to. I know I forget to bring knives a lot, so I didn't forget. Okay, let's stick it in here. I'm gonna put the cheese spread in the middle. It's not that big of a deal. I just want the beef heated, so put this in. Takes a little bit to fit these in. They don't like fitting, especially if you're putting 3 in like this. So I'm gonna fit these in and I'll get back to you guys. Okay guys, so now that everything is fitting here, also another thing, you know, you think you could put a pouch on either side of the heating pad, you want it to be on one side. Because whenever you do this, you fold that over, heating pouch on the bottom, and that heats up and that steams, you know, rises, and it steams everything in there. So you want it all to be on the one side of that. You don't want to like put them around it. So now all we got to do is put some water in and shake it up and lean it on an angle, and it will start cooking, and then we can get to the other thing. So Pour this water in. It's going to take a second because there's a lot in there. And, okay. That's good. Man, I can already feel it starting to heat. So let's stick this outside on an angle. Oh, I forgot. There's a sleeve, guys. Don't forget about the sleeve. It does help. It holds the plastic down mainly. That's what I've noticed it does. I haven't made one of these in a while. Okay. Just gotta let that sit on an angle outside. Doesn't matter if it's that cold out because that thing gets extremely hot. So, next thing, we're going to pull out our marble pound cake. See what this thing's like. No, I can't really smell it just yet. Looks appetizing. There's the marble pound cake. Ooh. I think it's like a chocolate marble, if you guys can see that. I know it doesn't look too appetizing on camera. But it smells like a nice, like, marbled with chocolate. That's what it smells like, so. Definitely want to, I do want to try this mocha. But this is going to be freezing. Mocha is going to be freezing. So, we'll see. We'll see. Mocha or chai, I don't know. Here's our little tortillas. I can pull these out. See what these are like. They're Chipotle. Which is really odd. I like 100% that I've tried this. But I don't know if it's like a different version of the meat that it comes with. But Chipotle, you guys can see they're almost Dorito colored. And they're soft tortillas. They're definitely got that smoky chili smell to them. So, and our beef jerky. Let's check that out. Spoon can get set down. Trying to avoid the grass there. Also, the MRE bag itself, makes for a great holder for garbage. So, you can fit a can't pull of garbage in that thing. So, let's check out our beef snacks. Wonder if they're like teriyaki or something. Let's check it out. Oh, okay. Oh, I have had this before. Yeah. I have had this. I thought this was like a bag of pieces of jerky, but now that I'm remembering, it's actual beef jerky, like a slab of it. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and wait a bit for our food to be cooked, and that has the cheese and everything. So, I'm going to wait a good bit on that and make sure it's nice and warm, and won't be too much longer and we can eat. So, I'll see you guys whenever it's done. Okay guys, so like in my cocoon here, so you can see I'm inside this inner liners, but I'm gonna go ahead and try out this jerky. I haven't had it in a while. This might even be a different kind. Beef, brown sugar, water, salt. No. This is pretty much the one I've had before, but let's give it a shot. And I do enjoy having MREs. I don't know, they're just like I said, this is my last one, but. Man, I'm glad I went with this choice, because right now, I'd have to make a trip and find some suitable sticks, because that's the only, like, deadfall I've seen. I think I'd be able to gather enough pine that I'd be able to boil that cup, but as far as cooking all night on there and, you know, cooking different pots and stuff, wouldn't have worked. So, I'm glad I was able to, well, I thought of bringing MRE instead, so. Okay, this is where the knife comes in handy. That's where it comes in handy. Sometimes you cannot open plastic. It's just like, it just won't open. So, there we go. There. Nice. Now we can have our beef jerky. So, pull this open. Can't really smell anything. It smells like smoke in here now, where it threw all that smoke at me. Why is everything in an MRE gotta be so annoying to open? Everything. It's all gotta be annoying. Okay, there's our jerky. It's pretty much like half of a Jack Link's kippered beef, so. It is good jerky. Good flavor, but it's like real greasy. So, it is a good beef jerky though. It's better than most Jack Link's. Bet you a lot of people would take it out of the wrapper and just have it like this in their bag or whatever. Probably save it till after they ate. Pretty good though. So, what I'm gonna do while that's finishing heating. Oh wow. It's warm in here when I put my head up at the top. I'm gonna read my book. The reason I'm reading Muskrat Methods is because I'm trying to do a nuisance job and I'm having a hard time catching them. And I have caught them before, a lot, and I have been successful at it, but I'm just having a real hard time. So I'm gonna see if there's any old way in this. And of course, a lot of things in this aren't legal in PA. This was, I mean, this is probably in the 70s, this book, so. I'm gonna see if there's anything that I don't know in here. Especially to do with ice, because it keeps icing up at the pond. And, yeah, just say there's traps and it explains it all, so. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And, next time I see you, I will have poured the water out of that bag, poured the things out of the bag, the food, and then brought them in here, so. I'll see you then. Okay guys, so in the tent, I did have it nice and warm in here, but then I had to open the door. So you can see I can stretch out a little bit in here, but I got my sleeping pad down in my bag like I did earlier, and then I just threw down my underquilt here, but I use it as a quilt. So here's our plate, and over here, what I decided on doing is I'm gonna try to make the chai in the morning. Just do that. And I wasn't thinking that would keep me up all night if I drank that right now, that mocha or whatever. So that wouldn't be good. But here's the apple pieces. They're warmed up. The meat's definitely the warmest, followed by the cheese, and then the apples are last. But yep, it's in this bag here, so I'm gonna move all of it down to a corner so I don't have to spill it everywhere. And I'm actually gonna keep it in the bag because I don't want to put on the plate that's freezing cold and freeze it down. So I want to keep it nice and warm. So we open up this packet if I can. Okay, it's cooperating. That's good. Okay, so I haven't had this in a while. I do remember having this though. It's pretty good. So the beans are down in there. Can't really see. The beans are down in there, and there's pieces of beef. So there's the beef part. Now we're gonna leave these apples sealed for a little bit here. So it's dessert time. I don't know if I might not be hungry for them. I might cook them down the road when I maybe have a friend over and then I do an MRE. I can cook those extra and they could try them. So I don't know. I don't know if it'll be full because I do want to eat like a lot of this out of here. And it is late. I shouldn't eat a lot of food because usually we eat at like 6. And of course now it's fully dark outside. So I don't want to eat too much. But here's the cheese. And I keep forgetting that it's the plain kind. I don't like the plain kind that much. But the kind that's good is the jalapeno. There's the cheese. I'm going to set that on the plate. And we're just gonna go ahead and dig in. So let's try the beef here. Beef and beans. Yeah, whenever it's daylight in the morning, because I didn't bring my headlamp, I'll go and find some good branches to boil the chive. Yep, just remember, it's like I remember it being. It's real like beef, and it's kind of mainly like a beef seasoning flavor, but it's got a good overall flavor. I don't know what I tried to describe there, but and you always want to stir these up too. So if you don't stir them up, there's parts that are cold and some that's warm, and it's just weird. So they are pretty good. So now it's like stuck to the other one. I'm gonna rip that in half. Here's the chipotle tortilla. We put some of this inside. See what that tastes like. I was never a fan of the breads and stuff, tortillas. Combined, it's not that bad, but they're it's got a really weird flavor to it. All of their breads, except like the pound cake and stuff, like sweets are okay. Tortillas and their bread, it's got this really weird like aftertaste that hits. It's super weird. I think these are better than the regular tortillas though. They definitely taste better. But I still don't really like them that much. It is definitely better though than a regular. Like I said, they really gross me out though. They got this weird aftertaste. I can't describe it. Really weird flavor. It's like a yucky flavor, like they put on something so you don't eat it. Well, this stuff's good. So we're gonna go ahead and sorry for me chewing so much. Here's pound cake. Let's give it a shot. It is definitely marbled in. It's pretty bland. Good texture. But the part I bit where the chocolate was, you can definitely taste. It's got like a really cheap chocolate taste. Like a really cheap chocolate. It's like it was just kind of infused into this like pound cake-ish. I wouldn't even call it pound cake. But it's not that bad. The one I had before, it was maple syrup, I think. That one was really good. They cracked the code on that one. So, like I said, I'm going to do the chai in the morning. Have water tonight because I don't want to be drinking a coffee thing because I actually want to sleep, you know. And I do remember having that actually. And it was decent. It wasn't bad at all. You would think they're, because it's like a powder in there and you mix water with it. You think it's not that good. They're actually decent. They are. So, let's see how dark it is in here. Wow. It's just so dark in here. Like, it's just so dark. Even in the daytime. I mean, you guys seen. It's just super dark in here. See, this would be a real good tent for like camping and around campgrounds and stuff, because it does dim down noise quite a bit. You know, blacks out all the light. So far, it's not that bad for freezing either. You definitely don't want to lay cold turkey in here in the winter like this, so you're gonna get cold. But under a bag and stuff, I think it should be fine. So I'm gonna continue. Oh, tried cheese spread, huh? Let's see if it changed. Not very hopeful on it. Nope. Now don't get me wrong, it's not bad. But it's like a Cheese Whiz, and I don't like Cheese Whiz. The other jalapeno cheese is good. So, I think I'm going to save this and then eat the rest of this beef stuff. I'm going to save the apples. Actually, maybe I could somehow heat them up in the morning and have that as like a breakfast. I think that'd work. So, I'm going to finish off what I'm finishing off here. And I'll get back with you guys. Okay, guys. So, that's my crazy face after talking for probably 5 minutes to the camera before realizing I had... that's going to annoy me. I talked 5 minutes on the camera before realizing I had music playing. So, that's a no-no on YouTube. But, pretty much, I'm going to change out the lantern to where it's the flicker light. I took my pants off. Well, before that I finished dinner and everything. Took my pants off, got into the mummy bag, zipped it up it's like halfway, it's like right here. Like right there is where it stops. And then I have my coat on, and then I have this underquilt covering me like that. So, I'm going to try to go to bed. It's getting later now. And I can't see my breath in here, but it's pretty cold. So, I'm going to go to bed. And I'm sure there's going to be updates between now and in the morning. I hope there isn't. I hope I sleep through. But, I'm starting to feel like I'm warming up in this bag, so... because it's definitely a lot warmer in here than outside. Outside, it's like, with the wind chill, I'd say it's probably 20. So, yep. Like I said, normally, my hot tent videos, I have a wood stove. This, it's cold turkey camping. So, there's no wind in here, no draft, no nothing like that. It is pretty insulated. So, we're gonna see how it goes. Hopefully, there isn't an update between now and in the morning. But yeah, I'll just see you guys in the next update. Hopefully it's in the morning, but I'm guessing not. So, I'll see you guys in the next clip. Okay guys, thought I'd update you. It is 4:17, and whew, definitely got a lot colder in here. I think when I went to bed it was like, I don't know, midnight? I don't know. And then when I woke up it was like 3:50. But it really cooled down in here a lot. Like, it got really cold. I can't see my breath, but it's definitely like at that point where it's gonna turn. It must be really, really cold out if it's cold in here like this, so. There's no wind in here or anything, so that's just, how cold it is. So, I guess it's supposed to get real low the next couple of days, so that's probably what happened, because it got real windy out too, so. Yep. I'm gonna try to go back to bed. Took me forever to fall asleep before. I don't know why. But, yep. I just thought I'd update you guys, so. The next one, it should be light when I come back on. But I'm not sure exactly what time it gets bright, but maybe like 2.5 hours, 2 hours, I'm not sure. So, but yeah, the next clip it should be then. So, I'll see you guys then. Okay guys, so it's 6. I went ahead and got up. 6, right? 6:05. So, I'm gonna go outside. I'm not sure what time sunrise is, but I'm gonna go outside and take my handheld flashlight, leave a lantern on here so I can come back. It's definitely, it's not meant for winter weather, I don't believe. And like I said, it's probably 20 out right now. So, for the inside in here, it's decent. If you have a nice sleeping bag or a sleeping pad to lay on, and you'll be warm. So, but it's definitely not made for that. I think the best this tent would be like in a really suitable, like, ideal thing would be for like fall camping when it's, you know, maybe 40 out, or, you know, 50 or anything like that. And like I said, it's good for canceling out sound and things like that. And it's real dark in here too, so if you're light sensitive and, you know, you're trying to sleep but you can't because it's too bright, it's just blacked out in here. So I'm gonna go ahead, take a flashlight and take a walk to the woods. Well, I'm gonna try the pine grove first, and then the woods if I can't find anything. Because I've really cleaned pine grove up a lot. A lot of the stuff you see in the pine grove, it's all rotten. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what I can find, because I do want to try chai tea. And like I said, it's 6. I probably won't be going back to bed. You know, just doing the chai and going finding wood stuff is gonna be another hour, so that's 7. And then I'm gonna hang out a bit. So probably be leaving here at about 8 o'clock. So, yep. I'm gonna go ahead and go out and get some wood. So, see you next clip. Okay, guys. So, you're like, why are you in the tent, Nick? Holy cow! So it's 6:14. When I seen you guys, it was like what, 6:05, I think. And I went outside. You would not believe how cold it is out there. There is no way it's 20. I bet you it's maybe 15 out plus a wind chill. I'm not saying that's a wind chill. I'm saying if there was no wind, that'd be a base temperature. So I give them props for that on this tent. There's definitely a huge dramatic like increase in heat in here, along with the fact that there's no wind. So yeah. I went out and come right back in. There is no way. It is so cold. I pulled my hands out of my pockets. My hands just froze. They froze. So definitely gonna have to wait to go outside. And everything's frozen too. Like everything on the ground, it's all sparkly and frozen. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait a bit. Just kind of chill out. What I might end up doing is having this cappuccino thing right here that I have. So guys, it is unreal outside. Unreal. So cold. So yeah. big difference outside and inside. So mocha cappuccino, that is like a coffee, isn't it? What's in it? Sugar, instant non-fat dry milk. I don't know. We're gonna try it because I need something. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was reading this book a little bit this morning. Could go to bed. What happens with me when I'm camping is I'll roll and roll and roll, and as soon as I hit the spot where I'm like comfortable, I just fall asleep. So that's the thing with me. And when I have my bedroll, that thing knocks me out. But there was something I was reading. I thought it was pretty cool in this old book. Let's see if I can find the page. It's like a story on it. I guess this way a little bit. I'll have to find it though. It was saying Native American story that, you know, they created the muskrat, the spirits, and they started him off in a stream, and he would keep asking the, I don't know, like some Native American spirit, you know, if he could move somewhere else because he got bored of that place. So he kept doing that over and over again. He kept moving to ponds, and finally they were tired of him moving, so they told him he couldn't move no more. So he wanted to go to the ocean. But yeah, it was cool. There's some things in there I learned for sure. But yeah, I enjoyed those little trapping books. So I'm gonna go ahead and shake this mocha thing up, and that's gonna be the drink. Because oh my gosh, it is freezing outside. Like, I don't even want to sound like a wuss or nothing, but I went out there. I was like, you know, even if it's cold, you know, I'd go get some wood, do this little fire. It is ungodly cold out. So I'm gonna go ahead. Well, voice got dry there. I'm gonna go ahead and put water in this, shake it up, and I'll get back to you guys. Okay guys, so I've got you set up somehow there. I don't know how it's not tipped, but I mixed up the mocha cappuccino. Try it out. I believe I've had this before, if I remember correctly. Oh wow. It smells so good. I wonder how they make the MRE stuff so good. You know, people that haven't had them, they might think, oh, that's not, that's not good. But the stuff they put in these is really good. It's like a, what would that look like? It kind of looks like melted ice cream is what it looks like. Like melted chocolate ice cream. A little bit lighter. And yeah, it says right on here, it says coffee and cocoa powder. That's 2 of the ingredients. So it's like a chocolate cappuccino thing. I never drink coffee, so I don't really know what a cappuccino is, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it out. Yeah. I never really have coffee, like I said. It's pretty good, even though I'm making a face about it. It's just strong to me. But it's pretty good. It really is. It's got a good flavor to it. I think the taste, I'd say, would be, if you guys have ever had those Honey Smacks, it's like the rice cereal where it's like coated in sugar. That's what this tastes like. So I'm gonna shake it up a little bit. There was some powder on top that I don't think got mixed in, and I really did shake it, but I guess I didn't break it all. So I'm just gonna kind of chill out and stay warm, because outside right now it's insane. Also, it was just kind of getting light. You could see, like a little brightness around the horizon. So definitely wasn't light out yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and chill out for a bit. And my speaker died, so I just have my phone listen to music. And I'm gonna read some more of that book. So I'll see you guys in the next clip. Okay guys, so it's 7:51, it's almost 8. And I went ahead and packed the bag up. Only thing it wouldn't fit in there, well actually it will once I put the lantern in there. I gotta bring the lantern down, put it in here, zip it up, put that there, fold over, the bag's ready, and then, yeah, I just left it up so you guys can see. So, yep, I've got the stuff packed out of the cocoon, so I'm gonna go ahead, take all this stuff out, make sure nothing's in here, and I'm gonna go ahead and take the cocoon out of here. I'm gonna deflate it, roll it up, put that in the bag. So, yep, I'll see you guys outside actually, so see you in a second. Okay guys, so it's a little windy out now. It's gotten way colder since yesterday. We must have had a front last night or something, even though it was already freezing. But as you can see, tent's gone. I'm standing where the tent was. I just went and packed it up. It's so cold I'm gonna get sick if I stay out here. It's that cold, like really. It's mainly the wind. The wind's making it terrible, and that's why in the tent it wasn't so bad. So the winds is, the wind's what doing this whole thing. So, yep, I packed it up. They both folded down easy, but both of them, I had a problem fitting them back into the bags. That's something I wish, some companies would change. Would be the, you have a house-sized tent, and you got to fit back into this small bag after it's out, because when they're making them, they're folded perfectly and they're put in there. Even though the cocoon's bag was huge, it still won't zip all the way, so I'm gonna have to come back out once I warm up, unfold it, just try it again, I guess. So, yep, I'm gonna go ahead and head out, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I froze a little bit whenever I come outside, and now I'm like an ice cube. But I'll see you guys next video. Let me know what you think. I know it was another Pine Grove video, but deer's still in, so hopefully by next one I'll be able to venture out more. So, oh, the cat's over there. But I'm gonna head out, and I gotta warm up because I'm freezing. So I'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching, guys.